Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. What's popping? I'm back. Today our topic, like I said, is not gonna just completely be about depression and anxiety and mental health awareness, although that's my main topic due to the fact that that's what needs exposure. There's a huge media gap within that, and people are dying consistently every 4 seconds. Someone is actually committing suicide, and I'm trying to shed light to that due to the fact that I've been there. I lost people that was in that state. It's a miserable state, as in Kevin Gates said. He fell off into a miserable state. Fell off into a miserable state. That's depression. But today I was thinking on my journey to and fro on the goddamn bus. But all praise be to Allah, man. Anybody that struggled in life, caught that bus, had to walk to and fro, like you really get rewards out of that. It humbles you. It makes you think. And, you see cars passing you up, and it just makes you just happy to be alive. And it makes you think when you get a car how much you're gonna take care of it the next time. But today the topic is about relationships. Due to the fact that I've been in numerous relationships as a male figure, and fucked up a lot of relationships. And as a Muslim, they say that we never should fall in the same trap twice. I fell in the same trap numerous of times, but throughout years and throughout the ages, how Allah says in the Holy Kitab, He said, "What else?" And that in Sunnah Lafi Kus, He said, "Surely throughout the ages and throughout the token of time, man is at loss, except for those who believe, who study, who research, who learn." And I'll pray be to Allah, He has made me a Muslim to actually research and learn throughout my own mistakes. The smartest individual most of the time in our culture is one that made multiple mistakes. I've seen people make multiple mistakes. But within relationships, the real reason why I believe in my philosophy, why we don't actually work, how we come together, make a baby, and then fall apart, is because it's not the female fault, no problem. Because in all honesty, in today's time, the female is way closer to Allah than man. Like I say, while us in that inside life cool, surely throughout the ages and the token of time, man is at loss. It didn't say woman, although women fall into that category, but man, we are the leader. We have fallen so astray to a point where when a female want a man, the ideal man that a female would used to look at, like how our mothers, back in that generation. I'm 31, so I lived in that generation where my mothers looked forward into finding a man that was going out there working 9 to 5, getting and coming home to the family. He might hit the bar on the weekends with his bars, and have his bars over for the weekend at the house, throw parties, birthday parties, Sunday dinners. Family was oriented. Nowadays, that image of a black man, of a male figure for the woman has completely changed from a survivor, a warrior, a true general, to, in my perspective, a flunky. You know what I mean? The image of a black man nowadays, you can tell by the haircut. Everybody rocking the style with the hair all tweezed up and the side shaved like who? NBA Youngboy. Surely throughout the ages and the token of time, man is at loss. No fault on that brother. He's just another lost individual like I was at one time too. But the image of a black male has changed from a warrior, a general, a khalifa, a vicegerent, a king, into a flunky, a real life flunky. It changed from a person that want to live there and build another person, build a family, build his woman, to a person that say fuck hoes, don't trust these hoes, fuck them and duck them. This is the image that we have placed upon our women. You know what I mean? We went from calling them queens to treating them all like bitches. You know what I'm saying? It went from valuing our queen inside the house to she go out more than us now. You know why? Because she's following the steps of the man. What else? إن الإنسان لفي خسر إلا الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات وتواصوا بالحق وتواصوا بالصبر. Sabir. That's inside the Quranic text. Surely throughout the ages and time, man is at loss, except for those who believe and practice righteous teachings of patience, constancy, and truth. That's inside the Holy Quran. So as the man, as Jack and Jill went down that fucking hill, Jill followed. Can't blame our woman. That's on us. Astaghfirullah on our behalf. But anyway, I said my mistakes. I'm not talking about NBA Youngboy. May Allah have mercy upon that man and grant him peace on earth, because he has mental issues also. Throughout my faults and my failures in my relationship, I always had a problem with continuing a good relationship. I would come into the relationship looking like Casanova and leaving out that bitch looking like a bum. You know what I'm saying? Because I was intelligent but not intelligent enough to get closer to God. You know what I'm saying? I can talk your head off and make you just believe that I'm a big ass idol and a public figure. But behind closed door, I'm struggling with a sexual addiction. I'm not close to God like I should be. I want to fuck everything that got 2 feet and a pussy. And I said that to say this. You can't choose your man, you know what I mean, and really expect for him to be a great man if his relationship with his creator is not intertwined. If he is not one with his creator, he'll never be one with you. Everybody sits here and say, man, just keeping 100 with me. If that person, male or female, is not keeping it 80% with God, how the fuck can he keep it 70% with you? It's impossible. When we searching for relationships, no religiousness about this here. We honestly have to make sure that relationship, their relationship with their creator is entwined. We got to make sure that they have knowledge of thyself before I want to get to know you. And then I fell off into a state of making baby with multiple women, not going into their, you know what I mean, their lineage. My little boy, may Allah have mercy upon his mother, struggled with mental health issues. If I would have did my research, how I say in the Quran, on also another kusra, showed it throughout the ages, man is at loss. If I'd have did my research like the believers should do, I would have found out that she actually was a struggler with mental health issues. Do I want to make a baby with this person? Some of us have babies with people that have colon cancer within their family. May Allah have mercy upon the Black Panther individual. Do I want to have a baby with this person and my child has that? Some people may have a baby with people that have heart diseases. Do I want to have a baby, bring a baby into this world with somebody and have my child with heart disease? You know, we don't do our research like that. But all praise be to Allah because of our ignorance. Sometimes ignorance is bliss. But me having knowledge of these things and just passing those things up with knowledge, I'm running right around knowledge into ignorance. So I dealt with that pressure. But all praise be to Allah. Within relationship, my message to you is that your relationship with yourself is more important than a relationship with another. If we constantly run from that voice inside the back of our head, which is an inspiration from God, that we run from, because sometimes they tell us the wrong things about us, if we constantly and consistently running away from that voice, we would never have a good relationship, a great relationship with ourselves. You do not want to look for a relationship within an individual who's always in a relationship with another person. And I'm not speaking about the different sex. I'm speaking about always huddled up with his partners, his cousins, his friends. You need somebody that takes time out for themselves, because that person that takes time out for themselves is giving his time to what? Or who? Someone else that's bigger or greater than another human being. Maybe even his kids. You know what I mean? The man won't take time out just for his kids. Praise be to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But we have to reverse our perspective on the image that we want nowadays. Males also. I'm not trying to preach that I know the answers to everything, no, but this is my philosophy, like you got your own philosophy. Allah created 7.9 billion people, and every one of them have a different fingerprint. And you ain't gonna find not one of them on this earth with a different fingerprint. So shoot yours and I'm gonna shoot mine, inshallah. But I fell off on where I was actually at. The image of a woman, you know what I mean? It went from our dream as a young man was to come home and your wives, got the kids running around the house smelling good, and you have dinner about to be served on the table. Not that she's just a kitchen bitch, stuff a lot, no, nothing like that, but women are creative inwardly. They're inward creatures. Originally, they're inward creatures. They like to be alone at times. They like to be inside at times. They're moody. They got all kind of different things going on within their body. The cycle changes along with the moon. You know what I mean? They take time out for themselves. But when a female leaves out of what she is originally set for, not the house, but just being closed off, cut off. Like, she is a tool for her family. The major tool of the family. She is the actual person that's going to keep the family together. Without that woman, it's nothing. But when the woman left hold of the household and got into them streets, So did our image. Now we want a WAP, Meg the Stallion, bitch. All those performances that they do is great, but you're supposed to do that and keep that inside of a bedroom. So when we go to publicizing how she supposed to work her pussy and all that, now we have an image of a woman who's laying up there and teaching this to a kid. Stop for life. That's not what we want as a black man or a black female. Because kids hit it on Q93. You talking about your wet ass pussy. And even a perverted black male gonna sit there and say, these hoes is nasty, even though we like it. Excuse my language, excuse my French. But now we see how the image has turned from a male figure, a caliph, a king, a ruler, a leader, to an NBA young boy. Now we see how a family, the one who holds the family down, the queen of the household, her kingdom. Islamically, if your wife says that she doesn't want an individual in the house as a male, you can't let them in. They read energy. You know what I mean? Queens, they read energy. They went from being a major key point inside of the household to outside talking about what they do in the household. Both them images just lost. What culture on this world outside of African American talk about how they want to fuck, suck, and duck somebody? You're not going to hear that within any music. You cannot play any black music on a job site. You cannot play any black music on a job site, whether it's R&B or hip-hop. You can't go on a construction site playing that. You know why? It's vulgarity inside that music. I bet you can play some 97.5, whatever that is, that pop station, though. We're the only culture upon this universe that speaks about how we want to fuck, suck, duck, and kill the same time. Stop a lot. Learn the difference, know the difference. Relationship goals start with the relationship between you and God. And I said all that to say this. I struggle with them relationships because I didn't know how to love. I ran across somebody that told me she never was loved properly. You know what I mean? I'm seeking to bring back, you know what I mean, like black family the way it's supposed to be. I think different nowadays. I don't need a bitch, you know what I mean, or a female that's, you know, all out there, lashes and hairs and all that. Dude, they ain't gonna do nothing but eat your damn conscience up. You know what I mean? And you got 3 kids and 3 baby mamas, don't look for nobody else with no damn kids. Allah ain't gonna grant that to you. Allah said he made the virgin for the virgin, the impure for the impure. Take your lick. You know what I mean? If you was a hoe, you might as well go ahead and get you one too. Because it make no sense to fuck that girl life up. Ooh, excuse my language. I'm gonna cut that short, but anyway, like, comment, subscribe, share, because my message, I believe, by the grace of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we destined for something. It's not my page, it's our page. You know, we're gonna be speaking about topics that are different but original. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.